New Zealand's little piece of Scottish heritage lies in the South Island. Dunedin, named after the Gaelic for Edinburgh, Dunedin, was founded by Presbyterian Scottish immigrants, and that legacy can still be proudly felt today. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 things to see and do in Dunedin. And just wait till you see the number 1 that we're going to be showing in this video. Something you would never even have thought of. So make sure you watch till the end. Oh, now before we begin, you can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel. Press that join button below. This will help us to bring you more awesome travel videos. So now, let's cut to that chase. At 10, Tunnel Beach. The sandstone cliffs of Tunnel Beach are great for an atmospheric seaside hike. This stormy, wind-whipped coastline located just south of the central city is rimmed by a rocky headline of high cliffs and arches that have been carved out by the stormy sea and salty winds over millennia. During the 1870s, a tunnel was hand-hewn out of the rock down to the small secluded beach, allowing easy access. It's still in use today and requires descending, and later climbing back up of course, 72 steps. It's well worth it, but caution is required as the tunnel and steps can be slippery when wet, which it often is. The entire area is great for fossil fossicking, so keep your eyes peeled for specimens while you stroll. From the cliffs, there are incredible panoramic views across the Southern Ocean. At 9, Olveston Historic Home. The historic home, dating from 1906, was built by avid collector and local philanthropist David Theomin as his family's house. English architect Sir George Ernest designed the striking facade of North Otago limestone and Moeraki pebbles that takes particular inspiration from the English arts and crafts movement of the time. Inside the house, the rooms hold Theomin's astounding collection of artifacts from across the world, with a particular emphasis on East Asia, including an impressive collection of Chinese jade and Japanese weaponry. There is also a wreath of fine artwork hung throughout the house. Informative guided tours are available, while those looking to learn the etiquette and rules of croquet can sign up for a 1-hour lesson. Also worth a visit is the Dunedin Gasworks Museum, a preserved historic attraction that details the history of this once vital municipal utility. At 8, Port Chalmers. Just 12 kilometres north of Dunedin is the deep-water harbour of Port Chalmers, named after Dr. Thomas Chalmers, one of the founders of the Free Church of Scotland. It's a popular hub for artists and is home to plenty of cafe culture and private art galleries. It was from here in 1844 that the colonisation of Otago first began, and also from here that Scott, Shackleton and Byrd set out on their Antarctic expeditions. The Scott Memorial here commemorates Captain Scott, who sailed from Port Chalmers on his last tragic expedition in 1910. The Port Chalmers flagstaff in the Aurora Terrace lookout was once a signal station, keeping watch on shipping traffic in Otago Harbour. Worth a look is the Port Chalmers Seafaring Museum in the former post office, which displays a variety of material on the history of the port and the pioneers who first settled Otago. At 7, Dunedin Railway Station. Dunedin's beautiful railway station was built in Edwardian Baroque style in 1904 by George Troop, who incorporated flourishes of neo-Gothic design into the building. Though mocked for his gingerbread style, the architect was knighted for his work, and the station is now the city's most celebrated piece of architecture. So there. The exterior uses both dark basalt and limestone to create a checkered appearance, while ornate detailing in abundance, and the interior is magnificent, with colonnades, balustrades and mosaic paving. The station is still in use and is the departure point for Dunedin Railway's scenic rail trips to the Taiaroa Gorge, and a farmers' market is held most weekends. It's also home of the New Zealand Sports Hall of Fame, a must-see for fans of rugby and cricket. At 6, Dunedin Public Arts Gallery. One of New Zealand's premier art galleries, Dunedin Public Art Gallery, houses an extensive collection of work by local artists, with paintings from the early colonial era right up to the present. It is also home to a significant collection of important international artworks, including an impressive holding of Japanese prints, New Zealand's only Monet, and paintings by Machiavelli and Turner. There is also a gallery devoted to decorative arts displaying textiles, ceramics and glass objects. Of particular note is the large collection of paintings by Dunedin-born artist Francis Hodgkins, who went on to become renowned in the neo-romantic art movement in England in the early years of the 20th century. Another local artist worth mentioning is Bruce Mahalski, whose Dunedin Museum of Natural Mystery features a fascinating collection of bone art, ethnographic artworks, along with fascinating and unusual artifacts from across the globe. At 5, Taiaroa Head and the Royal Albatross Centre. At the tip of Otago Peninsula lies Taiaroa Head with its wonderful wildlife reserve and Royal Albatross Centre. The rocky cliffs here are home to not only a large colony of Royal Albatross but also red-billed gulls, royal spoonbills, rare Stewart Island shag and southern fur seals. This is the world's only mainland breeding colony of Royal Albatross, and tours from the visitor centre allow you to marvel at these mammoth seabirds close up. Birdwatchers and nature lovers can also take a tour to nearby Pilots Beach, where there is a colony of little blue penguins. Next up at 4, Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. This modern museum weaves the story of Otago's people, from the first Maori to the settlers who flocked here in the 19th century during the Otago Gold Rush and into the modern era. Excellent multimedia and interactive displays highlight Dunedin's emergence, settled by Scottish Presbyterians, and its Gold Rush heyday when it became the country's most important commercial hub. The Encounters Gallery tells the story of the first meetings between the local Maoan tribes and the whalers and sealers, while the Smith Gallery holds a huge and fascinating collection of portraits of Otago pioneers. Tours are available and a gift shop and cafe are located on site. Just a few steps away from the museum, St Paul's Cathedral features a rich choral and organ recital programme. At 3, Dunedin Botanic Garden. If you're looking for things to do in Dunedin outdoors, this is a great place to visit. Established in 1863, Dunedin Botanic Garden was New Zealand's first botanic garden and is home to 6,800 different plant species. Both native and European plants are displayed here over a vast 30-hectare hilltop with plenty of mature shady trees and great views from the lawns. The rhododendron dell covers 4 hectares in the southeast corner of the garden and contains around 3,000 flowers. It is a magnificent sight when in full flower between August and October. The entire botanic garden makes for great strolling between the flower beds, especially along marked routes such as the Dunedin Volcano Trail and Tree Trail. Don't miss the Edwardian-style winter garden glasshouse with its tropical and desert plants, and the tranquil sunken herb garden, along with the many sculptures dotted liberally around the attraction. If you can manage it, squeeze in a visit to Lan Yuan Dunedin Chinese Garden, which in addition to its oriental flowers and trees, boasts a traditional tea house. And now at 2, Otago Museum. Housed in a handsome heritage building dating from 1876, Otago Museum is full of information on New Zealand's natural and cultural heritage and is home to one of the country's largest museum collections. The Tangata Whenua Galleries focus on the life of the South Island's Maori people with a strong collection of art and treasured objects. A particular highlight of the museum for families is a butterfly-filled rainforest in the Discovery World exhibition, where children can get up close with hundreds of different butterfly species. There are also galleries devoted to geology, nature and Pacific people, and a small but well-curated People of the World exhibit room with artifacts from across the world, including an Egyptian mummy. There's also a large collection related to the extinct moa, a large flightless bird that once roamed the land. A must-stop for those in the area on sightseeing trips, the museum also offers a variety of guided tour options. A cafe and shop are located on site. And finally, at number 1, Larnach Castle. Dunedin's top tourist attraction is Larnach Castle, New Zealand's only castle. It was built in the late 19th century by wealthy banker William Larnach, who made his fortune during Otago's Gold Rush years. No expense was spared in its construction, with Italian marble, Welsh slate and Venetian glass being shipped in to create a sumptuous house with a facade similar to the Scottish castles of Larnach's roots. Despite Larnach's wealth and career success, he led a tragic life, with both his wife and favourite daughter dying young. In 1898, while serving as a politician in Wellington, he committed suicide. After his death, the castle fell into decline, serving as an asylum, soldiers' barracks and nunnery until it was purchased by the Barker family in 1967, who undertook a mammoth restoration project to restore the castle to its former grandeur. Today, this fascinating building is full of period furniture and its gorgeous sprawling gardens are open to the public to explore. Although it's about 14 kilometres outside downtown Dunedin, you won't want to miss the views from the castle tower or the chance to enjoy a high tea in the old ballroom. And there you have the top 10 things to see and do in Dunedin. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.